Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot and welcome back to our Prehistoric Planet thingamajiggy building in Jurassic World Evolution. And today we're going to finish off our European, so I've got to say the whole thing is looking pretty good. It takes quite a lot of time and effort to bring it together, but I think it looks really nice. It looks a little sci-fi and strange, but I'm down with that. Anyways, in the last episode we did our Olorotitan slash Parasaurolophus slash, actually not Parasaurolophus, meant to be Coronosaurus, slash Metriacanthosaurus exhibit, our British slash, I'm going to stop saying slash, Russian exhibit, and of course you guys left me some name suggestions as per usual. So we have a Johnny English, which was a great name for a British dinosaur, love that. Johnny English and Carnage for our Metriacanthosaurus. We have Oswald Jr., because I believe we had an Oswald in the last season for our Olorotitans. We have Oreo in there somewhere. Oreo's become a bush. Vladimir and Olive for our Olorotitans, and our Parasaurs, inverted commas, are Yoshi, or Yoshi if you're that way inclined, but you're wrong, Yoshi, and Antonio. So there we go, those are our dinosaurs. As per usual, if you want to leave name suggestions for this episode, do so in the QT down below. I'll link it in the description as per usual. Just sign up, leave your name suggestions, and that is the only place I will be retrieving them from. So, in today's episode, we're going to work on our final European exhibit, and it's going to have a little bit of Portuguese flair to it. We're going to do a Ceratosaurus slash Stegosaurus themed exhibit, and we're going to build it right here. Now, you can see I've already started on the area. I've done this little thing in the corner because corner things are cool. I don't know, I'm always looking for little ways to make the park look a little bit more visually interesting, particularly if we can do it with this kind of double path theme I've got going through the whole thing. It does mean the entire park's going to take ages to build, but hopefully it means it'll look really cool by the end. I've put a little river in front of it because I don't think I've ever done this, like a proper thick little river for two seas, and then the exhibit a little bit further back. I think, I don't know, it's cool, right? It's just a little cool little feature, because the actual exhibit itself I think is not going to be that exciting, but we shall see. First things first, it's not the biggest exhibit in the world, really. So I think we're going to keep it quite tame in terms of dinosaur numbers. I'm thinking 3 Stegos and maybe 4 Stegos and 1 Cerato. Let's get the Stegos on the way first anyway. So, Steg. I do like the dinosaurs to have their usual social numbers, and I believe the usual social number for Stegosaurus is actually 6, which is utter insanity. I'm not going to go anywhere near that. Tell you what, let's keep for 2 colours for now. Let's go for woodland and rainforest, because I think they're the most appropriate. There we go, get those on the way, and let's go work on the exhibit. So we discussed it a little bit in the last episode, the idea of having a hill there and a hill there. Now the exhibit's probably a little bit small for a big hill, but maybe we'll squeeze like a moderate hill in there. There's nothing wrong with being a moderate, folks. Especially if you're a hill. All those moderate hills at home watching this video, I know you're worried about it, right? It's like, I'm just a moderate hill. Maybe I can get surgery to become a big hill. But you don't need to be a big hill, alright? Just be happy being the hill you are. Not that there's anything wrong with surgery to become a big hill, don't get me wrong. I'm not really sure what the metaphor I'm going for is here. There is an obvious one, but it's not really what I was intending. I want to bring that a little bit closer if we can. It's a small exhibit as it is, so I really don't want to waste room. Is that too close? Nope, I think we're in business. Mr. Hammond, I think we're back in business. Good stuff. Right, so we just need to drag this all the way along there. Nice and simple. I say simple, there's a lot of work that goes into these exhibits. I just don't do it in the video, because watching me build this path, I promise you, is not exciting. Some people have commented that I should include it in the videos. I promise you, I really shouldn't. You'd be very, very bored. I mean, if you want to be very, very bored, that's good. That's why you want my videos in the first place, right? But don't come. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, that's unacceptable, isn't it? That's super unacceptable. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Got a little bit of rain on the go. Drag that there. Pull that across. Beautiful. I've got to say, a lot better at kind of just freehanding my way around my exhibit building. It just kind of flows a lot easier now. I really like this little river. I think we need some trees in it. I don't know if they'll fit. Yeah, a little bit. Just at the sides. And then in the middle, some plant life. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. You can see the exhibit from the sides anyway over here. What I really like about building parks like this is, like, initially it doesn't look that interesting, and then you start to put all the exhibits in, and you put these little things in, and then you get to this point where, you know, everywhere you look, there's something different going on, and that's kind of where you want to end up, really. I do want to come up with some more interesting ideas when we move into the Americas. Somebody did suggest we do some fast food, which is a pretty good idea, I think. I think like 5 fast food shops, which might be excessive, but we'll see. Kill that. Okay, so let's put in a little bit of a hill. I don't want to go overboard on this because we are lacking in room, but I did like the idea. I think we're not going to go for the tower, though. I just don't think we've got the room to justify it. It's just a bit of a... less of a hill, more of a mound. Can't go wrong with a mound. I just want it to look a little bit natural, you know? And let's flatten... oh, I just need a thinner brush, man. Why are the brushes all the same size? They really are. Bam. 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 The size difference, it must change by, like, I don't know. It's probably, in reality, it's probably about 50% bigger, but it doesn't feel like anything. I don't know why we're so limited. That's pretty much all I'm looking for. So that when you're walking through here, we can up it a little bit, I think. A little bit. So being very careful about not getting the path. And also not taking up all my dinosaurs' room, because my little river has taken up some space, but that's what I wanted there. Where you walk through and there's a hill on both sides and you can't really see anything. You know, you need these little dead points in zoos, I think. Just get to go for a nice walk on this path. These paths look so cool from down here. I really like it. You walk around here, got myself a little circle. Maybe we should use the circle as like a viewing point. And therefore kill the hill here. Have that as like the initial viewing point. So the hill kind of fades out there and then you get to the circle. And if you could put benches in and stuff, you'd have some benches here and you get to sit here and look into the exhibit. And we'll make sure that is clear off trees and stuff. Instead, we will cover this bit in trees. You know what I'm like. I like my viewpoints, my sight lines. So, yes, you can't really see the exhibit. Like, the idea was to be able to see from the sides, because you can see from here, actually. It's not that far away, but you walk along here, and this kind of makes sense as well, because here the trees kind of blend in with the trees in the water, and you walk along, and then if you want to look in the exhibit, you can look in here, or you can go stand in a little viewpoint. No, that's not. I was going to say we could raise this, but I don't think that's going to work. Maybe this is where we put a tower, though. That's not a bad idea. Let's give that a little cookie. I don't know why. I'm just going to stick it in there. Something, because the tower's not symmetrical at all, and it's heavier on the right-hand side, you need to decide whether you want the path in the middle or the tower in the middle. And I'm leaning towards tower, which would be about there. Now, I need to know how this interacts with the fence, however. Yeah, it's there. It's quite... I'm very surprised that worked, but I'm not going to complain. Yeah, that one's not going to, though. Maybe if I can... yeah, that'll do. It's a little bit funky looking, if we're honest. It might be better to do that instead. Should we go straight line or curve here? What would you do at home? I think straight kind of suits the park wall, right? And we'll do the same over here, because again, that just looks... it's too much. I'm all for funkiness. I'm the funkiest person in the world. Anyone will attest to that, but that's it's just too much funky. No idea what the hell that noise is outside. If you can hear that, it sounds like a screaming child. I hope it is a screaming child. And we can kind of cover these... oh, I like this, actually. This hill is unimportant. We can cover this hill. It doesn't need to be a sight line. Although I like the idea of this little bit being a bit of a sight line over here. Again, because this is like this little area is somewhere you're going to be standing, you're going to be walking around, you're going to want to see some stuff. But this bit, you just get to... this is like, yeah, if you're a slightly larger person, like myself at times, and it's a bit of a warm day, because look at it, it's bloody boiling out, right? You're in Costa Rica. Costa frickin' Rica. And I've been to Costa Rica. I know it's hot, because it is. I melted. And you want to chill for a little bit, you just walk down here in the shade. All nice and shaded from the right, and the big... I just really like how that looks. This little quiet area. This is where I want benches and rest areas and little shops and stuff. Or little secret exhibits, you know, like in... oddly enough, Frontier's last game before this... well, not necessarily before this one, but Frontier's last zoo game was... Zoo Tycoon. They did the new Frontier made the new Zoo Tycoon that came out on Xbox One and eventually on PC. And it's not a very good game, but it has some very good ideas, including these little mini exhibits. And I think they'd be perfect for Jurassic World Evolution. They're like about... They're smaller than this, like half the size of this. And it's just like a rock in the middle, and then there'll be like a Komodo dragon or two roaming around, or snakes, or iguanas, or like small mammals and stuff like that. And it would be perfect for this game. It would make it more interesting to look at. It'd be a good way to bring in like Compsognathus and stuff like that. I really hope it's something they're thinking about, because it's a good way to add decorations without necessarily having to go overboard on decorations, which I hope they do. But I can, that's all I'm saying. Now that I've mentioned that again, I've talked about that before, and I do think it'd be perfect. Okay, I like that. That's a really gentle slope up. There's some little bits are a little bit bobbly, as they should be, but generally speaking, it's quite nice and subtle. That's really nice. Yeah, cool. Put some water in and stuff, but first, the dinosaurs. They've been ready for blooming ages. So, is the social need 6? I think it's 6. I just think it's going to be too many. Adorable. I've just realised something. Oh, no. I got very close-ish, but we didn't quite make it. If we look at our Ceratosaurus... Cerato... There's a new skin, of course, released with patch 1.6, which was the jungle skin. And it's the really cool tiger one. And I don't like that. No, woodland's got to go. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. To spite the woodland, we will have every skin other than the woodland one now. What else? Stegosaurus? Why can't I spell? There we go. Right, no, woodland is gone, because that's awful. Rainforest I quite like. Wait, no. Is that rainforest? I think that's rainforest. What am I on about? Rainforest, I used to love you. If you let me down here. Right, so woodland is okay. What am I on about? Let's get a step. Let's just go double up on the step instead. Okay, so... I think I got like 3 stars on Matan Saros challenge mode to unlock the Jurassic Ceratosaurus, and now that I'm thinking about it, like I really want it in the box. I'm going to go check, and if it's something I can do within the next hour or so, I'm going to go knock out... I'm nowhere near. I'm nowhere near. I'll try to do it before the end of the series. There's no way I'm going to have time today, but before the end of the series, I'll try to unlock the Jungle Ceratosaurus, and we'll come back and we'll swap out the Ceratosaurus, or bring in a friend for our Ceratosaurus. There's no way I can do it now. I'm being very optimistic, thinking I can just nip over and knock it out. We only got like 2.5 to 3 stars. It was a very slow run, actually. Unfortunately, because I'm an immensely skilled individual, it just didn't work out, It's the way it goes sometimes. Sleepy Stegosaurus. But I'm annoyed with myself now that I don't have it. I'm a little bit annoyed by that. Right, so what Ceratosaurus are we going to go for then? What's my faves? I think it's... not steppe. Coastal? I want to say coastal. Show me coastal! What's Rainforest Ceratosaurus look like? No. I think it's coastal. Coastal's the red one with the black head, right? I think so. Apologies if every now and again, like, I'm ready to pause the recording if need be, but... Somebody is soaring. I've mentioned it in a couple of videos now. Somebody's soaring or drilling or something outside, and they've been doing it for ever since I moved in. And I suspect it is something that's going to continue. I don't really know what it's about. It's incredibly infuriating. It happens at all times of day, and it's driving me a little bit insane. But I can't do anything to stop it. It's just this is the world I live in now. So apologies if you do hear it every now and again. If it gets too bad and continuous, I will pause the recording and just wait until it stops. But when it happens for like 2 seconds as it just did then, it's quite hard for me to react in time. How am I going to do the water on this? I always do rivers. Like, it's always a river, it's a river, it's a river. It's always a river. Sort of a river. So maybe we just have not a river, but we have this kind of come out from here. Right, I can't do that because... I mean, seriously... I'll just wait till the dinosaurs are in. But I'm thinking the water goes out in a little bit there, kind of like the estuary before the river. And we need to give them some food, or they will be ex-dinosaurs. Don't really care what that is. Same with this one, just stick it in there, I guess. Looks like a face. And I think I want to put some trees in front of the tower, because it shouldn't matter, in theory. Oh, it super matters. It doesn't look, in theory, right? That looks... No. I'm not convinced. There we go, that's more like it, right? Yeah. You don't want it to be a perfect view, but that's not bad. Yeah. Get some more in there. We're near enough done, folks. It's flown by this episode, absolutely flown by. Let's have a little think. That's Europe, right there, bam. I do want to do like a big... I want to do a feature. I want to use the paths and I want to try to create something cool for the next part. I'm not really sure what that's going to be yet. I don't really have anything in mind either. You can do some very cool stuff with this double path kind of idea. I did try it out over here at one point actually before this episode. A little bit of experimentation. It went dreadfully wrong. Absolutely disastrous. How do we like step? Yeah, step's pretty good. That's alright. Yeah, it went really, really badly, but I'd like to try something like that, like a roundabout kind of thing, or maybe we can do it down here. I'm not sure what this is. Actually, this would be a really good place for the shops, wouldn't it? Because it's already straight. So you just like a little main street, you go in a straight line down there. It's a good way, it kind of splits everything in half as well. Maybe that's what we'll roll with. Who blimmin' knows? Hey, little stegos. Give me a sec, lads. Lasses, I guess. I'm going to move the carnivore feeder out of the way. You're going to let me double T at this? Yeah, you are. I like that. Every now and again, little double T. That makes sense, this area over here, because the water would kind of seep in from the fencing area, right? It wouldn't just stop at the fence, that doesn't make sense. But then this would be the main... It kind of looks... I don't know how many of you have watched Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I assume quite a lot of you watching this have. The episode where they're trying to host a party, right? So they've got like the mansion, the dad's mansion. I think it's the dad's mansion? Anyway, they're at the family home, which is the massive mansion, and they're hosting a party, and they want buff dudes. So the idea is they make a flyer. Adding to the list. It's meant to look like a muscled arm, a bicep, basically, is the idea. And it looks like a penis. And it looks basically identical to that. So we're going to fix this, because that's a little silly. Just get rid of the tip there. There we go. Oh no, it still looks weird. When you're working with limited space, it's really difficult to make things look a little bit less strange. Let's just get rid of that bit. No, I need that bit. It's the important bit. There we go, that's fine. It's fine. Same over here, man. It's just impossible to get it to look normal now. Maybe I've got like a really... Maybe I need to see a doctor. Dr. Freud, specifically, but I quite like that. This is a little bit too wet for my liking, though, so we need to put some trees in there to change it up. There we go. Ah, it's a really nice looking little exhibit. Maybe one tree there. Somebody did suggest I should try to make an exhibit without any trees. That person is an absolute bloody madman. It's never going to happen. I think it's... Oh, I like this. We're going to put this feeder over there, right? So then when you walk around the veranda over here, the carnivore should go over here to eat every now and again. So as you're walking past, you should see it up close. And the herbivores can kind of... The herbivores deserve to chill a little bit. You know, away from the flesh-eating carnivore, really, in my opinion. So, grab the stego. Grab the stego. Grab the stego. Oh, we got bloody Nora. Do I not have the quick transport research? This feels... I did get there pretty quick. Right, is this Ceratosaurus I want? Should be like a crimson and then I'm like... Yeah, this is what I wanted. Just because it's not all stripy. I like the stripes. I'm all on board with the stripes, but this one looks different than the others, which makes it better somehow. It's like the opposite of racism.
Request acknowledged.
We are pleased to welcome a Ceratosaurus to the park.
2-star rating. Wonder what's letting me down. The absolute lack of food and drink is probably a big part of it, yeah, now that I think about it. We will fix that. It's not going to be enough. It's never going to be a 5-star park, and that's really not what I'm looking for, but... Tell you what, while I wait for that, let's have a cheeky little look at the night time. I keep forgetting to turn day-night cycle on. Remind me, please. Oh, I love how those flags look. They're properly spaced out as well. It's really rare. That looks really nice. Go over here. Walk down here. Take a little peek to the left. See our Iguanodons. One of them having a little nappy nap. And on the right, we have our baryonyx. There's a few more in there. No. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. If you smooth it, you don't really notice the hill. That's what matters. Curve around here, a little bit of a circle. Wander up here onto the tower. Oh. Did I add these trees at some point? I must have done, right? It's not that useful. It's still not great. You have to kill these trees as well. That's more like it.
Confirming asset delivery.
It's not perfect, but still. Wait. When did I put that tower in there? I have 2 towers. Did I know I had 2 towers here? Have I gone crazy? I feel like I've gone crazy. I really like how this bit looks. And when there's stuff there, it'll look better as well. Look at that at night time. Oh, it's beautiful. All my dinos are here now, I think. Oh, no. Cerato.
Acknowledging asset.
Let's stick on our day-night cycle, shall we? Where are we at? Oof! Oof, we're burning up is what we're doing. How are we doing, little stegos? We good? Bloody Nora, that's bright as balls, isn't it? Oof! A little bit blinded here. Oh, proper northern that. I swear, I went back home, obviously, I didn't go home, I went to Carlisle for Christmas. Because my sister lives in Carlisle. And I swear, just being up north again, having been like completely raised in the north and lived my whole life in the north, just being in the north for like a few days, I was up there for like 3 nights total, it just proper made me northern again. You know, I've been down in London, I've been been suffering, you know, at the hands of the southernness, or the posh people. Get back to the northern roots. I wonder if I can put a gate in here. I don't really need gates in this playthrough, but I like gates. I think they look good. I don't think any of my exhibits are built with gates in mind, however. I'd be surprised if I can get one anywhere on any of these. I definitely can't, can I? I could get rid of that. I still don't know what I'm doing here. This little path as well. I mean, obviously it's going to lead on to other stuff, so. Go, little Cerato, go! Live your dreams. Ceratosaurus always dream of being pigeons, in case you weren't aware. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with Europe. I do want to make sure America looks decidedly different. This is like 2 slices. This is like 2 slices of pie that have been cut at different parts, sort of thing. So 1 slice there, it's been cut sort of about 3/8 of the way down, I'd say, and then this one here, which has been cut, say, 1/3 of the way down instead. That's why this piece is bigger and this bit bigger, but I want to do something different with the other one. It should still have the same kind of feel to it, where it's curves and straight lines and circles and double paths and stuff like that. It shouldn't feel like a different park entirely, but it shouldn't feel like pie again, basically. We're trying to avoid the pie, so we're going to go for some different shapes. We can even do some curvy paths, you know, like we do our... where they do the path through the waterway kind of thing. I always like doing that. We'll think of something, folks. We'll think of something. I tell you what, the innovation center as a building in general has really grown on me. It's really nice. All these little nods as well to the original Jurassic Park I never really picked up on before. You know, the water come down and like that there. I actually don't think I ever noticed that before. That the fossil pattern at the sides. which of course is like the doorway, and above the doorway on the original Welcome Center, Visitor Center. It's a really nice looking building in a lot of ways. It's a shame that it's called the Samsung Innovation Center. It's not in the game. You can see inside. Look at that door. I think that's really cool. The detail is actually incredible. There's not many buildings in this game, but they are very nicely made. But we need more! Is that a Cerato? That is our Cerato! Right, we're officially done. Exhibit finitoed. Yeah. Really happy. I think the park's going to look really good. I do think it needs more stuff. This whole area is very, very green, which is great in some ways, but it also makes it look less like a zoo / park, and that is kind of what we're going for this time. You know, I want it to feel like an actual park, like an actual zoo. So we're going to have to do something probably here to break up the monotony, and here to break up, and just do the others differently. Maybe for the, let's talk about this briefly. What can we do for the Americas? I'm thinking like, I want to do like a central thing that everything kind of spirals off instead. Have like and it can even be an exhibit, and then have some shops going around the exhibit. Encircle those, and then try to fit exhibits in along the way. I don't know, it's all very messy. But we'll think of something. I am, as per usual, my lovely ladies and gentlemen, very open to very open to suggestions and comments and ideas. So if you've got anything at all that you'd like to see in the America zone, do not hesitate to let me know in the comments down below. I do read all the comments, even if I'm not taking name suggestions from the comments. I am taking sort of just general exhibit ideas and stuff like that, so feel free to leave those down below. Remember to name the Ceratosaurus under large carnivores on the QT, and small carnivores is only Dilophosaurus, Velociraptor and Troodon. Everything else counts as large. I don't think I could add another tag for medium, but we might try that next time for Ceratosaurus, Majungasaurus, Spinoraptor, stuff like that. And name the 4 Stegosauruses as well, which are under armoured herbivore. Not medium for the Stegosaurus. Stegosaurus is an armoured herbivore. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you lovely folks next time. Cheers, much love as always. Bye-bye. A little shout out at the end. This video and others like it would not be possible at all without the support of you guys watching me at home, and also everyone on this Patreon page right here who supported me in the last month. If you want to help out as well, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. Every little really helps. Cheers.